Hi kids. In this session you are going to learn about fundamental rights. The fundamental rights, they are enshrined in part 3 of the Constitution from articles 12 to 35. These are described as the Magna Carta of India. Fundamental rights, these are only for the persons, those who are the Indian citizens. Okay, there are 6 fundamental rights. Actually, at first there were 7 fundamental rights, but in that one was it is deducted. Okay, now at present we are having only the 6 fundamental rights: right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation, right to religion, cultural and educational rights, and right to constitutional remedies. The seventh one I said about the one of the another fundamental rights I said, isn't it? That one is the right was the right to property. Actually, this was deleted from the list of fundamental rights from the 44th Amendment Act in the 1978. It is made a legal right under the Article 300A in Part 12 of the Constitution. Okay. At first, we will learn about what is right to equality. Right to equality means equality before the law. Okay, equal opportunity in matters of the public employment and abolition of the untouchability, everything comes under the right to equality. Article 14 to Article 18, it describes about the right to equality. Next is the right to freedom. Right to freedom. Here the Article 19 to Article 22 deals about the right to freedom. Freedom of speech and expression, assembly, association, movement, residence and profession, everything comes under the right to freedom. Protection in respect of conviction for offences also comes under the right to freedom. Okay. Next, right against exploitation. Article 23 and 24 deals about this one. Okay. Prohibition of traffic in human beings and forced labor. Prohibition of employment of children in factories. That means the children definitely they should move for the education. Okay, they should definitely they should learn the education. For that purpose only there is right against exploitation. It is enforced by the law. Okay, in under the right to freedom itself there is the right to elementary education is there. That means the children they should not be forced as a labor by anyone. Okay. Next, right to religion. Right to religion, the Article 25 to Article 28 deals about the right to religion. In this one, they are informing us that freedom of conscience and free profession, practice and propagation of any religion. Freedom to manage the religious affairs. Everything they given for. That means you can worship any god. For that, our government they given us the freedom. Next is the cultural and educational rights. Article 29 and 30 deals about this one. Protection of language, script and cultural of minorities. Right of minorities to establish and administer educational institutions. These are all the cultural and educational rights. And last one is the right to constitutional remedies. It allows the individuals to seek redressal for the violation of their fundamental rights. Article 32 deals about the right to constitutional remedies. In this one, a writ, it is an order or command issued by a court in writing under its seal. Okay, actually, the guardian of the constitution, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, describing this right to constitutional remedies as the heart and soul of the constitution. Habas corpus, it safeguards people from illegal arrest. Mandamus, it protects the petitioner who requires legal help to get his work done by respective public authorities. Next one is the prohibition. It prohibits a subordinate court from acting beyond its jurisdiction. Next is the certiorari. The quashes an order issued by a subordinate court by overstepping its jurisdiction. Last one is the quaranto. Prevents usurpation of public office through the illegal manner. Our fundamental rights are suspended by the President under Article 352 when there is the national emergency. The freedoms guaranteed under Article 19 are automatically suspended during this time. Now you are going to learn about directive principles of the state policy. This was drawn on the model of the Constitution of Ireland. These are all the mere instructions only to the government. These are not enforceable in any court. These have moral and political sanctions. Actually, the directive principles, it is the state policy which is enumerated in a part 4 of the Constitution from Articles 36 to 51. Dr. Ambedkar described these principles as novel features of the Indian Constitution. Actually, this one be classified into three broad categories: socialistic, Gandhian, and liberal intellectual. Okay. When we are enjoying our fundamental rights, of course, we should do our duties also. What are the fundamental duties? Now we will see. Actually, this one inspired by the Constitution of former USSR. In 1976, the Congress Party alone set up the Sardar Swaran Singh Committee to make the recommendation on the fundamental duties. The 42nd Amendment Act of 1976 added some responsibilities of the citizen to our constitution, which we are nowadays saying as a fundamental duties. What are they? We will see. First, to abide by the constitution and respect its ideals and institutions, the national flag and the national anthem. To cherish and follow the noble ideals which inspired the national struggle for freedom. To uphold and protect the sovereignty, unity, and integrity of India. To defend the country and render national service when called upon to do. To promote harmony and the spirit of common brotherhood among all the people of India. To value and preserve the rich heritage of our composite culture. To protect and improve the natural environment. To develop the scientific temper, humanism, and spirit of inquiry and reform. To safeguard the public property. To strive towards excellence in all spheres of individuals and collective activity. To provide the opportunities for education to each child or ward between the age of 6 and 14 years. These are the fundamental duties. Thank you, children.